Know the sound? Another itchy dog scratching for relief. With Apoquel, a fast-acting treat like chewable for allergic itch that's been prescribed to over 15 million dogs, things can sound a lot more like Apoquel. Ask your vet. Visit apoqueldogs.com for full prescribing information. Hello, hello, hello. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Real quick, I'm gonna send a prayer up to the South Side sector, the King. They know who they are. I want to say this. I heard Sour Patch was supposed to be lying or something of the sort. Let's do the rundown. Then I heard eh, the courthouse rumble of what should I call it? Selective outrage, like Rodney calls it. You know, you could say it, you could do it. When I do it, when I say it, it can't be done. You know, interesting. Um, Confidence is something, and I'm glad people can instill that in their children, grandchildren, great grandchildren, and you don't have to run from cameras, laptops, photos, camera shots, you know, things of that nature. But I will say this, Rebel, um, salute to you and all the other LGBTQIA. I don't know what it's going to take for you to learn that actions speak louder than words. Okay? Actions speak louder than words. And definite revelations over there on Divas. You know, baby, Diva got the Emporium over there, and I love it. You know, she even gave me a feature or two. Um, I will say this. When people are not shown, that's when you need to question what are they hiding. When people are not shown, you need to question what are they hiding. If you are born with the confidence that God gave you, if you so fine, if you so fly, if you this, that, and the third, you stop every light pole's eye and all this, that, the third, bitch, you would have been said, cha-ching, money maker, here I am. You'd be making more just because. Do you know how many people you don't know who watches you? And this brings me to my last point before I end this. You don't know who your crew, squad, whatever it may be. So I think people should be real careful or selective about who they misgender, who they mistreat, who they talk shit upon because that person is buying your crab legs. That person is buying your chitlins. That person is buying your chicken. That person is buying your broccoli. Especially if they love or they quote unquote say they love you so much. So, it's interesting. But like I said, Rebel, you can't argue with a fool because then they can't determine who's the fool and who's not. Okay? We seen you, we know you. We can reach out and touch you and see if through the screen, might I say. Um, People don't understand that, like I said before, if you come on camera, people are more apt to give to you. Make people more jealous, since they always want to boil it down to jealousy. Make people more jealous. See, when you used to scamming, when you used to scheming, when you used to, oh, I'm gonna make a quick buck. This the only way I know how. That's what your life gonna consist of. Okay. And one other thing, I was gonna drop. I saw JC in another chat. Let me say this real quick. Everybody has their opinion, so as supposed hetero men, as supposed hetero women. But usually, if you um always over there and your people always, oh, these transmissions and these men in wigs and women in strap-ons, and you don't know who want to support you. You could talk your own dumbasses out of cash apps. You can talk your own dumbasses out of support. And see, most of the people that they put a spotlight on, oh, these transmissions, these men that want to be women, these women that want to be men. First of all, if you want to get genetic and scientifical, it's male and female. Okay? Us trans women, pre op, let me educate a slow hoe or a slow bum. Pre op means they decided not to keep all of their godly parts. See, I need to educate your fuck selves. And that's no shade to the post op. It's called a freedom of choice. Like y'all get up here. Oh, I got an emergency. I need this. I need that. I need people to buy this. Jay Wilson got that. This one got this. This one got that. But like Jay Wilson said, I could come on camera. Now, whether it make it any better that people gonna support him or not, it is what it is. He got confidence. Some people wasn't born with. Okay? And some people don't will ever have. So what's the tea? Like I said, watch motherfuckers who don't cam up, scared to cam up, all kind of weird shit. And like I said, if you ain't being stalked and there's verification proof of it, then there's really no other reason for you not to cam up besides you, you know. Because like I said, be quiet. People are already on here. They've been on these apps when these apps started. So it depends on how far back you want to go while you're stalking others, playing private investigators and playing with the law, especially in this climate. Because see, they'll hang your ass, and I mean literally or otherwise. And some people still may get hung in this corrupt from Florida to Texas to Mississippi to New York to Jersey to Wisconsin to California to this one. Y'all don't know who the fuck watching you. And that's what I'm going to leave it at. But Rebel, don't argue with a fool. It's already proven. Okay? Don't argue with fools. They don't see it for you. They can't bring themselves to say they see it because they'll lose a lot of support or voluntary henpecks. That's what we say down home, yeah? Henpecks. Okay? They'll lose a lot of them. And they know that's why they would never come out here and show their face. That's why they, now all of a sudden, I got a whole new baptism. I don't dox no more. I don't do this no more. But at one time, you did it. So that makes you just as guilty. Okay? Let's talk some real motherfucking truths in this bitch. And I'll leave y'all with this. Do you think girls are more protected? Or do you think guys are more protected as children? Because, see, they love to go through, oh, y'all trying to be women. Y'all like children. Because they're the ones who started that stupid shit. And I'm not talking to all women. I'm not talking to queens. I'm not talking to women that don't get a threat posed to them by the trans women, by the LGBTQIA, but stay up in their face and then their actions prove they play with the other side when it's convenient, okay? Like I said, I go where I'm celebrated, not manipulated, not tolerated. Mm. So anyway, salute to Philly. They know who. Mm, mm. Told it like it was just a moment ago. So you gotta see that arguing with a fool benefits no one because they don't know who the fool is. Love you, Rebby. Love you, everybody that can see the legendary hate and indoctrination for yourselves. Actions speak louder than words, especially when you got Pop doing the same thing, but now you all up in Vanessa's face. I don't get it. What? But anyway, I minds my business and drinks my water. Y'all tell me what y'all think, because see, they coddle the boys, as they say, and then the guys get all the money, and the women just get tossed to the side. Is that true, or is that not? Who knows? What y'all think? Let me see who's gonna be bold enough to come and type in my comments. Cause at least Reed was bold enough to do that, even though his anger, punk ass anger, is directed towards Eagles. See, there's always this misfiring shit. Everybody got anger for everybody else, but the motherfuckers who done annihilated them. Make it make sense. Hello? Or am I just a figment of imagination talking through the podium? I don't deal with fake and phony. I deal with authentic and never lonely, bitch. Get you some self-esteem. Not living a delusional, scamming central dream, okay, bitch? Cause I ain't asking motherfucker for shit, and if I did, I really need it to help somebody else. Y'all need to learn that selfishness is not cute on anybody. And it's not of God, since y'all want to preach everybody's an abomination, and then they want to be women, or excuse me, they want to be females, or they want to be males. Well, why the fuck do you entertain them? Soon as they say, oh, they going to cash out for your fake emergency, they going to cash out for your uh this and that, assistance with this and that. So y'all people need to wake up. When they throw it for one, they throw it for all. And I'm talking about the trans too, the lesbians too, the gays too, the bisexuals too. They throw it at the heteros, but most of the time, we throw back what's received. See, when you can cast your rod out there, and I ain't trying to be funny, shout out to Rod, the Divas and Devos. When you can cast your rod out there and put allegations, lies, innuendo on people because you don't like yourself, then it should always get that boomerang. Okay? You can always get that boomerang if you dish it and you can take it. Period. How y'all doing? Y'all tell me what y'all think if you ain't scary. And like I said, shout out to Philly. He stamped it, certified it, and left it where it was. And it's the facts. Actions speak louder than words. Models don't get misrepresented, even the plus size ones. Since everybody can vote for the bigger women and shun the smaller women, I'm confused. And some of them are eating the smaller women. The ones who ain't scared to get on camera, bitch. What's wrong with looking into the camera? I'm this bad bitch that everybody wants. But they quick to call somebody a drunk. They quick to call somebody a flunky. They quick to call somebody a punk. And I'ma say this. I watched some of somebody's live, and I'm not gonna say no names. I was getting ready to. But like I said, people run their houses the way they want to. You don't want nobody coming in your house telling nobody how to run it. And you gotta respect the rules vice versa. Period. Okay? Because I ain't tarrying too long. I'm gonna see who's bold enough, since you can't drop on camera. Let's see if you bold enough to make a complete sentence and a debate with respect. Let's see who can make at least two sentences without being a grower or a shower. Okay? Because if you're supposed to be happily married or happily satisfied and climbing the walls every night, a lot of things will be showing different. Okay? And I ain't saying when a fine packing sausage links that wrap around and around like down on me, that got it, ain't gonna look. I ain't saying a fine waterfall that can drip from here to heaven with a nice waist and a cute face. Ain't that what y'all like? Looks. Looks ain't gonna get you into heaven. It's your heart that's gonna get you into heaven. By 9 or by 7. Once again, looks ain't gonna get you into heaven. It's your heart. By 9 or by 7. Heed what I say, mark my words. But the cracks are showing, honey. Especially when you gotta use stuff to ease the pain and the trauma. That's why a lot of people can't overcome their childhood. That's why you see people smothering their children. And I ain't talking about literally, I'm talking about mentally. Oh, I'm gonna do this. You're gonna get in this pageant. You're gonna get and do what I couldn't do or what I can't do, whether you wanna do it or not. Even with the transitions. Now I heard Maddie say, um, she would she does agree that there's a certain age, but she does wish she had did it younger than 17. So that way she wouldn't have to, a lot of stuff could be blocked off. A lot of testosterone, because believe it or not, it depends on what grows faster. And I think that determines your sex, if I'm not mistaken. Even though there isn't, there can be something called a chemical imbalance where the chromosomes will start fighting with each other. Everybody's supposed to have 23, correct? That's a normal body. But some people, men that are more feminine, they may have not 23 and 23. They may have um 19 on one side and 27 on the other side. Okay? So that be that. Y'all check me out. Tell me what you think. I want to see respectfully you gonna drop down and be educated. Act like you talk or like you scam, shall I say. Hello? Glad I don't have to scam and scheme. You give from the heart. You get from the heart. You don't know who you may be helping. That's why I say y'all, oh, outsiders, 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 outsiders may be paying your bills. Outsiders may be helping your churn. Outsiders may be helping you. Hmm. How y'all doing? Happy birthday, cancers, once again. And I wanted to say this on Ghetto Show, but I didn't want to say it too much. Everybody, each side has a good side and a bad side. Because when I was talking about the cancers, they have um, most of the ones I know, they have a loyal, I think it's embedded in them, a nurturing spirit. Like they'll claw you in and they'll hold you, they'll, comfort you and things of that nature. But sometimes they'll be doing little things others may not catch. But then when you do one little thing, it's the biggest thing in America. Now, I don't know how Ghetto put up with um, a lot of disrespect, but I was told some things. I don't know. I'm gonna leave it there. I just know that once enough is enough. Like he did say, enough. At a point, enough became enough. So, but if you're not gonna do it for one, I mean, if you're not gonna tolerate it from one, don't tolerate it from none. That's why I said every time they, oh, he, him, uh, he, him, her, he, him, his. I come back with she, her, and hers. See, you don't want me to start saying, yes, queen, yes, girl, okay? And I'm talking to any and everybody. Because most people know me as the legendary lady, whether they agree or not, whether they were indoctrinated in food or not. See, you don't have the deed or the keys to a heaven or a hell, and don't know you may be running there first in that hearse. That's a word. You may be running there first in that hearse. Okay? Till you do right by me, everything you think about is gonna fail. Lady y'all, how y'all doing?